Welcome to Auschwitz. This is the concentration camp of the Nazis, which is very notorious for killing over 1 million Jews. Today I'm here to visit as a tourist. I was never really keen of visiting the Auschwitz concentration camp because of the horrible things that occurred here, which I've learned so much about in school. And I think it is a very embarrassing past, and as a German I feel not very good about it. I wouldn't say I would feel guilty, but I feel ashamed for the history, and I think that's also the reason why so many Germans are not very patriotic about the country, as we have learned so many crimes that Germans committed during the past history. However, since I already was at the nearby town of Katowice, which is less than 1 hour train ride away, I decided to see what Auschwitz is really like. As Auschwitz was the largest concentration camp of the Nazi Empire, where over 1 million people have been murdered. I know it is very depressing, but I think I should not skip this part of history, and so you shouldn't too either. That's why you're here to watch this video, and I want to show you what the experience of visiting this camp is like. So, welcome to Auschwitz. I came here with an e-scooter, which I got from the train station, because the next bus would come in half an hour. So it's a strange way to go to a concentration camp. But here we are, so let's see what they have to offer. So here we are, this is the entrance in the parking lot. And over there we should see where the Jews came in. Just seeing the relatively small size of the camp, it is hard to believe that over 1 million people have been killed here. Anyways, it was a truly deep experience to see the houses, and later on as well the shoes, clothing and things they used to gas the people. The only thing we were not allowed to photograph were the hair, because it was such a personal item. I don't know why the hair, since we could take photos of the bags, the glasses, the shoes, the clothing and even the pictures of the people, but not the hair. The hair was not allowed to take photos of. I was also not allowed to take photos or videos of the guide. He wanted to stay anonymous, but of course I was allowed to film the entire site. It is only possible to take a tour if you visit between 10 and 3 p.m. Although if you come in the evening or in the very early morning, it is actually possible to visit the site for free. Inside the houses, they often showcase some phrases that the Germans said, which were actually quite terrifying. For example, that they wanted to kill all Jews, that they want to eradicate the entire Jewish nation from the world. And I think you could pause the video to read those sentences, because it's sometimes a bit fast. Here's the war where they executed lots of people. I lost my group. They were too fast. It is in fact a very intense tour here. I'm also not allowed to film the guide, and this is a bit complicated to, we all have these headsets. By the way, the entrance was very expensive, with $21 US for this tour, which takes a bit more than 1 hour, and you can't even walk around freely. Yes, how do I feel as a German? I mean, it's very depressing to be here. I first even hesitated to come, but since I was so nearby and there was not so much to do in Katowice, I thought, why not give it a try, especially the weather is so good. And now I'm here. I mean, it's not too shocking, because it's like, I knew what it is before I came here. It's just difficult to process it when you're here in person. But again, it's not the nationality. Like now Putin attacks Ukraine, but I like Russians. I just don't like the government. The same is with the all German Nazi government. The government was horrible, but the people were still nice. Most of them, I guess. So yeah, here we're at the end of the tour. You can see some barracks. I just lost the guide over there. I still can't hear it with my earphones. I'm not even sure if this is my tour, another group. Here's so many groups. But It's also nice to walk around alone, you know, so some freedom. I don't like to follow the tour. Also the guide is very emotional. Like, I think he hates the Germans, and he's actually from the city. He was born in Auschwitz, so his grandmother experienced the places here, and he said the winter was very cold in the past, with minus 45 degrees, and prisoners had barely food and clothes, which is very shocking. And so he developed some kind of hate towards the Germans. You can hear in his speech. Like, it's unbelievable that they killed children and women and all these bad things they did. Very, very horrible. Here you can also see the empty cans of the pesticide called Cyclone 2 that were used by the Nazis to kill so many people. They were told to take a shower, and then they locked the door. People started screaming, panicking, and then they used the gas to kill all of them. It was horrible. Afterwards, they took the clothes, the valuables, and mostly were burning the people, not even giving them graves. Oh, that's even a German-speaking group. I think for Germans it's like more shocking or embarrassing. So that's it from Auschwitz. It took about 90 minutes to visit. They have another site with more camps, but this is the main site, and I have to go back to Katowice for German classes. So that's it for me today. It was easy to visit. The train ticket only costed $1.50, but the entrance here, $21, was a bit expensive. As a German, hopefully this goes to a good contribution to Jewish victims and other stuffs in the maintenance of the site. So this is the other part of the Birkenau concentration camp or museum. I went here again with the scooter. Although it's not so cheap, it's $1.50 for 10 minutes. So there are many Jews, but I have an English-speaking tour. Yes, this is the death camp. So I kind of lost my ticket, so I can't go to the second part. Hi. Yeah, it's really fun here to ride on a scooter. Just wish that these things would be cheaper. So this is here the train station with a lot of the Jewish people. And I put something there as like flowers, as a memorial. So this is the train station, and they have a nice playground for kids with a map of Poland, which is very cool. I like this train station. There's a free toilet, it's clean, it's really better than in Germany. The trains are cheaper. Here's the waiting area with coffee. So this is the train. Ah, very, very clean and modern. That's already it from this video. I hope that something like this will never ever happen again during mankind existence. I hope I can process what I've seen, and even though I knew what I would see before I visited, it left actually a deep scar after I left, and I feel just terribly sad for what happened. It's a different thing when you hear and learn about it and when you be there in person. So I highly encourage you to visit in case you have the chance. Thanks for watching.